everyone. Welcome back to my space. Watch Natalie, spelled Natalee. I'm here to do your free daily psychic tarot reading. And interesting, guys, I actually didn't get downloads pretty much like all day. It was a really quiet day, like suspiciously quiet. And so I thought I would sort of open up and do kind of like a psychic channeling on camera and see kind of what comes through and make that reading that message. And then I got messages. So what I heard is testing. And okay, so if you're being triggered, if things are happening, someone's losing money, it's not losing long term. This is like if you're in sales, for instance, this would be like the season right after Christmas season when retail is just really dead. Okay, it's more like that. It's like a dip. This is Mercury retrograde energy. It totally is. And there could even be some sort of slight, someone sort of said something against you or, something. But I'll tell you this. It's going to be small and petty, not totally insignificant, but not totally significant. And that energy with this situation it's just a test. And what I got tuning in psychically is, like zeroing in on it, is to make sure it's working. And I laughed, but I went, God, like we need more testing to make sure it's working. Of course it's working. So yeah, and I feel it like in the way I'm talking, in the way it feels like, so yeah, the energy feels different right now for sure, whatever this is. So I got testing. It's hard. So whatever you're going through, whatever it is, it's sort of annoying or cumbersome or just something that you'd really rather not be doing. It's some little petty energy that you've got to move it through, and it's like, you just don't want to. So it's just kind of funny. It's not funny, but you know what I mean. Okay. Testing. It's hard. Oh, okay. Hold on. They're telling me to shuffle. They're telling me to go. Because there's a third. Hold on. This doesn't want to come out. What is it? Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I laugh at the wrong moments all the time. This is not really knowing if you're going to. Here's the thing. You're feeling some sort of pull, and I am getting some frustration. I could have just said frustration like at the very top, right? I am getting that frustration, and for some of you, what this is, it's being guided by something inside. It's wanting to do something, and here's the thing, the frustration, these petty little things, these petty like testing, poking and prodding energies that are coming up in this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. It could even be something like a miscommunication, internet connectivity. It's like frustration about your internet usage and, whatever, or not even that, but just, or maybe your car. Okay, this is like what this is too for Mercury retrograde. Definitely communication, but it's also about conveying meaning from me to you and the responsibility of that, and how responsible am I for communicating effectively, and how responsible are you for understanding what I'm saying? Am I responsible for your understanding? Are you responsible for my conveying? It's sort of like that. So maybe your car is finally breaking down. You've been duct taping it like this whole time, and then finally this is the day, or the last couple of days it's been kaput. Okay, it's like that. It's like that kind of energy. It's anyway, so what I'm getting, connecting this with these cards that we've got, with this energy coming through, it's like you want to do something, or you are being guided somewhere, and you might not know where it's leading you at the very end. And so I feel like that's why you're a little bit hesitant with the Two of Swords. You're like, I don't know. I don't really do this. Maybe this is just sort of a passing fancy, a passing whimsy. Maybe it's a Mercury retrograde thing. Let's see what else we got for you. What's this? The Hermit. Sorry, the Hermit. So this is soul searching. This is, but you know, actually, I'm kind of getting that you're alone, that you're kind of thinking about this alone. I'm not, they're actually telling me that that's sort of more detrimental. What I'm getting from this Hermit energy is that it'll actually make things more confusing, or it could, you know, for some of you, this will make it more confusing. Let's see, let's keep going. But I am getting aloneness. Even the way he's looking at the light, it's like he's following this lantern, he's following his star. You know, he's not looking at anything else. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, you know, this is something you're considering, something you're thinking about, but you're not really getting any outside opinions. And trust me, guys, I'm the first to say, keep your own wise counsel for sure, okay? And then when you, okay, this is just for me personally, Natalie talking, when I do seek outside counsel, it's a trusted astrologer or my mom, okay? So it's like, you do, you know, let's just keep going. But I am getting that they are kind of advising you to seek outside wise counsel here. Because it's like it could just show you a part of yourself. You know, it's like if you're looking over here, it should show you it'll show you what you're just not seeing. And they're getting me with that hood, the hood on his cape, how you can't really see, you know, it's kind of like that. Okay, what's next? Oh, we have the Magician. This is interesting because now we have 2 major arcana energies and we have 2 minor arcana energies. By the way, I am coming out with an online teaching course for tarot reading, for tarot cards. So if you're interested, keep a lookout. I'm planning it for April. The tickets are available for pre-sale on the website, but I haven't picked a date yet. So it'll be in April, okay? But just to give you this right now, when I see this, like as a reader, when I get hit with, like right now we have 2 and 2, we have minor arcana energies and we have major arcana energies. So when we have that, we have this, and I am getting this 2 of Swords, push and pull. It's like you have these energies working on you, affecting you, and then you have your own personality, your own life, your own perspective, your own, you know, man-driven, human-driven impulses and feelings. And so that's what this frustration is for some of you, is that it's they're telling me that that's the petty part, that's the frustrating part, is being human, is this energy. So it's just, you know, so if you find yourself frustrated or impatient or, you know, whatever it is, it's totally fine. It's the human part of you, and it's that coming up against the bigger, heavier cosmic energies, like this Hermit and this Magician. Because with this Magician, you have everything you need. You have everything in front of you. So this outside counsel, if you do seek some wise outside counsel, you know, your trusted astrologer, psychic tarot reader, or psychic or tarot reader, or mom, or best friend, husband, wife, you know, favorite kid of yours, you know, whoever that is for you, what they should be telling you is that you have actually all of the options available to you. You actually have everything available to you. Magician's one of my favorite major arcana cards, so I'm just gonna expand a little bit. Okay, so with this Magician, number 1, it's the exact opposite energy of the 2 of Swords, meaning that the will of the Magician is so strong that he knows exactly what he wants, okay? And that's actually how you're sort of feeling in this 8 of Cup energy. What I'm getting from this, I'm not getting that you're leaving something behind or that you are, you know, it's not like that. What I'm getting from this energy in this reading for you, my dear, is the pull forward, that something is drawing you forward. And, you know, see, it doesn't even look back. It doesn't even look back. It's like once you let yourself be guided, be pulled towards this thing. I see the hesitation though, and that even could be a little bit healthy in terms of just assessing everything. I mean, Mercury's retrograde, so it might just be a good idea to do that. You, like I said, you are a little bit isolated with whatever this is. You might have some reservations about sharing it with other people, and if that is the case, keep it to yourself, because this reading will probably, I feel like that we're actually done pulling cards now. So I feel like you're probably going to be able to work through these energies, without additional counsel, but you can be the judge of that after this reading, my dear. Okay, so back to the Magician. So we have here the icon right after the Fool, 0 to 1. See that one? So this is all about manifesting. He reaches up, okay, into the sky. It's taking the power from above, and through his desire, he brings it down into manifestation. That's the short story. The longer story here is that number one, this cosmic lemniscate above his head is one of the most important parts about this particular energy. Okay? This is the cosmic lemniscate shaped like an 8. It's on its side. It's a symbol of eternal life, okay? It's harmonious interaction, and as you can see that the energy just flows through this 8. It never really stops. It's the harmonious interaction of your conscious and your subconscious. It's your ideas and it's your feelings. And when this is aligned, when that's aligned with the will, it's aligning the will of you with the will of the divine. They should be the same. And when you're out of alignment, it's because your humanness is sort of trying to tell you, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's stay here, let's stay there. Okay? The divine and your soul's progress might have other plans for you. And when you're feeling that frustration, you're resisting that, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, I want to do this. Totally get you. I totally get that, okay? His hand, he has one hand pointing up, the other pointing down. This is him holding the one with him holding the wand, that hand holding the magic wand, the one pointing up, that's the ego consciousness. It's reaching up for power. The other hand is pointing down to earth. Okay, it's almost like he's reaching up into the infinite for accomplishment in those realms. It's like that one hand is the one that can move there, and the other one pointing down, that's the hand of like the lower kingdoms. Primal hand pointing down is encouraging the evolution of the lower kingdoms, while you have that other hand reaching up into the infinite. It's like bringing it together, like you are that in between from the infinite above and then like the lower evolution. It's like all within you, okay? And that is a little bit hermity, to be honest. Like that is some deeper thinking about that. Okay, but what the Magician represents, number one, is the will. So it's not actual accomplishment. It's only right after the Fool. It's the Fool. This is a one station on the Fool's journey, and that's where you are here. Okay, and whatever this is, you're sort of like in your next little station, a big turning point, a big milestone, I should say. Okay, it's your will being in union with the divine will, and bringing the desired things down into manifestation, which you can do when your will is aligned with the universal. Okay? That's what this is about, like kind of in a nutshell. Now, how does this relate to you and whatever this is, right? Whatever this is. Now, the reason why this is very ego conscious and very much the icon of the will, it's not like you're actually doing things yet. Right here, what we're working through with you in this energy is working out that will part, because tuning in, there was that frustration. It's like, oh my god, this is breaking down, my car's broken, internet's messed up, or whatever it is that Mercury is retrograding in, and it's like the frustration, you feel a pull towards something and you're doubting yourself, or you're saying the numbers don't add up, or I can't, or those human things getting in the way of that inner purpose, this inner, and it might even be that, it's something simple like, oh, I want to take a painting class, but I want to learn to paint, but I really can't afford it, and I don't have the time, and I'm tired all the time anyway, but I kind of really want to do it. Okay, the compromise here would be take like a workshop instead of signing up for like a 32-week class or something crazy like that. Take a workshop. Going to that workshop could lead to something else that leads you, like eventually, check back in with you 5 years from now, and something has really developed with you that would not have gotten where it was or in that fashion had you not gone to that workshop. That fluke of a workshop. Maybe you never became a painter, but going to that workshop, you met someone else, and it was like, okay, that desire to paint actually is X, Y, and Z. And it led me to this. Okay? That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Yeah, we're done pulling from this deck for sure. It feels very that this is what this is. Now, the reason why the Magician is so important. Now, this is ego consciousness. This is the ego. So what we're needing to do with you is strengthen the ego. Okay? And when I say strengthen the ego, I mean align it with the will of the universal, with that divinity. And you have to trust yourself. You have to get to know yourself better. And that's where we have this Hermit energy. It's really about inner work, inner self-knowledge, and but not overthinking it. Like I said, if you're running in circles mentally or emotionally and you're really not able to figure it out, then yes, absolutely seek wise outside counsel. But what I'm telling you is that I really feel like this is it. Like this is, whatever this is for you, okay? I hope I've described it really adequately so that you know what it is that you're thinking about it right now. Okay, back to the Fool. So the Fool is that leap of faith, right? It's leaping in, not really knowing what you're getting into. It's the spirit before coming down into a body. It's your spirit, you saying, oh, look at Earth. Oh, how fun would this be? Let me evolve my soul in this little playground, in this little structure. Okay? And then you get here and you're like, I have a body, I have like boundaries now. As a spirit, I was just floating around. No boundaries. I can move through walls, travel the earth, visit different planets, do cool stuff. But now I have a limit. Now my spirit, it extends, but like I have this body and it's, oh my God, I can make little fists, I can make little peace signs, I can do anything. That's what this feeling is with the Magician. It's the spirit that has a body. And the body, it's like all these little tools on your table. It's your body. It's your five senses. I can see, I can smell, I can taste, I can walk, I can run. And that's just having a body. You're sitting here watching me on some sort of device, doing something. So you're in your life. You have even more resources, even more available to you, way more than you realize. Right now, you're looking at it from a very restricted viewpoint. Like, okay, I have this inkling, I have this passion, I'm being pulled to something, and I'm saying it's the passion, the pulling. It could be something as seemingly small as wanting to learn to paint and doing the workshop thing, that analogy, and it could be a huge passion of yours that I know in my heart 100% that I want to be or I want to do, or I want to have, or whatever that is for you, and not really trusting that inner voice. And this is saying, do some inner soul searching a little bit. If you're at that level where you can do that and not run in circles and really and everyone kind of gets into those little ruts, so it is good to seek outside counsel when you really need it. But I feel like here's the thing. I feel like you already know what it is. All you need is the confidence to let yourself do it, to let yourself, So it's like, even if you seek that wise outside counsel, what they should be telling you, that's why I said they should be telling you, go for it, do it, make it work, make it happen. You have everything available, organize it, plan it, whatever that entails. Because you have everything. And it's like this excitement. It's like when your spirit comes into a body, it's like, oh my God, I have a body, I'm on planet Earth. It's just this sort of like sensory overload. And so you're going to be coming into this energy where you're like, showing me like this transformer thing, like building up. I didn't even see the movies, but it's like building up into this big powerful machine sort of thing, and you're like, oh, okay, here's better. And now I did see that movie, thank you. They're showing me the Matrix when the people are about to fight the war with the machines, and they climb up into these little seats, but it's a huge machine, and it's like an extension of their arms, and it's just a big fighting machine, and they go and they fight the incoming swarms. Anyway, so you're going to sort of suit up Batman. I love that movie. It's my favorite superhero. Batman's my favorite. It's my first word, Batman. Thanks to my father. Okay, so with the Magician, that's what this energy is. That's what this is at the heart of it. So whenever you see the Magician card, for those of you learning tarot and you just like falling in love with the imagery and everything with it, that's what I want you to take away. I love teaching. They're going to be live, and they're going to be, it's like a conference call, video call type feel. So you will be on camera with your tarot cards live, asking me questions in a room, not in a room, but and I'm keeping the classes sort of small, so they will be, scheduled for everyone's, everything. So you can ask questions in real time and listen to other students asking questions, and then we're going to go through, it's going to be like a whole big thing. Okay, so there will be multiple tarot talks. That's what I'm calling them, tarot talk with Watch Natalie. So there will be multiples of them, and I'll be talking about it more and even putting up a video about it, kind of just doing like an intro into it. So that's coming. I'm going to redo the Mercury retrograde video I did because there's more I want to add, so it's like a whole thing. So that's coming too. But with this, I feel like this is really all you need to know. You really just need a little bit of confidence to do this, to go for this. At the very least, the purpose of this is to get your will and your desire in the right place. So even if what this is let's say it's really, really small, and it was, remember, testing. Does it still work? Maybe this even came up just to test you, to test your resolve, test your commitment, test your, what have you. And you're in that stalemate position, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that, Well, being in that place of surety and of confidence and just like knowing, like, I made up my mind, I know it. I did all Taurian. Some of you are Tauruses or dealing with Tauruses, or I'm getting so much Taurian energy right now. A Taurus will take forever to make a decision. Forever. I dated Tauruses, okay? Forever. But once they make that decision, you're not changing their mind. And that's part of the secret to the Taurus stubbornness, you guys, is that they've thought about this forever. And so by the time they make the decision and tell everybody about it, there's nothing you can say. They've already been like this about it. So that's so funny. That's what this is. This is exactly like the Taurus process, sort of. It's funny. But I just want you to feel good about whatever this is for you, whatever. Hold on. I just want to point out a couple of things, and I wanted to use this because my nails are no longer rounded and pointy. They're like square and cut off. So, I want to point out to the Cosmic Lemniscate so you can see it. Also, some little extras. I love the pictograms. I love the iconography. So, just so you know, in case you're interested, that little belt that he has, that little snake eating its own tail, another symbol of immortality and energy flowing, free-flowing energy. We have, they do have it a little bit here. We have little white lilies of abstract thought, and then the red roses of desire. Above and below, they are also reflected in his robes. He has the white touching his skin, the purity of abstract thought touching his skin, protecting him on the outside is that red, beautiful, lush red of desire and assertiveness and confidence, power, strength, agility. Okay? So when your desires, and that's the thing, what you can ask yourself is, what I'm being led to do, is it really, would I really consider this in alignment with the divine? Or is this pleasing my ego? Because if it's pleasing your ego, I promise you this will not go anywhere. It's gonna just, maybe it'll last 3 weeks, the Mercury retrograde cycle, and then, okay? if it's aligned, if it's in total balance, that cosmic lemniscate, if the energy is flowing freely and comfortably and happily, and it's in alignment with the divine, then it's going to be fine. Then it's good. That's the test. Testing. Okay, my loves. This was. Oh, let's get some oracle for you. Let me get some oracle for you guys. Almost forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like we don't. I feel like we. I mean, I am the oracle. I feel like we already got to the bottom of this. I don't need to clarify. We don't need to clarify this. That's the test, is if it, like the frustration you're feeling, okay? That's exactly what this is. That's the test. Is your will taking you? Is your will being directed by the cosmos, or is your will being directed by the ego, the personal ego? That's what it is. And I'll tell you this too. Like I said, we have half cosmic energy and then half determined, man-determined energy. So don't resist it. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Because it's really strong. The flow is strong. What is this we have for you? I don't think I've ever gotten this card before in this oracle deck, you guys. Look at it. It's perfect for you. It's perfect for you. It's exactly what we've been talking about. Hold your vision. Fixed moon energy. And what modality is the Taurus? It's a fixed sign. Hold your vision. You're feeling a little bit less confident now, which I'm telling you, it might be a good thing, so that you do make sure that this is not your ego, that it is aligned with the divine, okay, and to build that confidence. But it's so clear. Hold your vision. This is it. Okay, it's 3 weeks and a little bit of a shadow period. That's why tarot talk won't be till April. I'm waiting for this Mercury retrograde to totally complete itself before getting into something like that, doing the video conference calling. And it'll probably be Skype. It might be YouTube live with a private sort of guest list of people that can kind of come in. But either way, it'll get totally organized and perfected come April. So if you guys are interested in learning the tarot, check that out. It's going to be a long, amazing class. So hold your vision. Hold your vision, my love. All right, my dears, this was lovely. This is a good reading. So take care. Let me know how this goes in the comments below. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, if you'd like to, you don't need a personal reading on this. You don't need a personal reading on this. Hold your vision. Definitely hold your vision. Don't need a personal reading on this. If you need a personal reading on anything else, feel free to book me at theartigan.com/shop. And if you need it immediately right away, please book the 24-hour rush, because that is the only way that it gets to you sooner than, well, not the only way. We have the raffle system, but otherwise it goes onto the list, into the Querent list, which is also on the website, theartigan.com/tarot. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. The energy layer underneath that, what's activating what's happening with you, Pisces, is that you don't have to do it alone anymore. I'm getting alienation. I'm getting that you feel alienated, that you feel like you're not really part of the group around you or the town around you. In your overall energy for the second week, that's where things really change. Breath of fresh air. You feel like the energies around you are finally shifting and changing and just different. Because that's an important adjustment in your own energy, to release that, to let it go. Okay? They're moving away from disappointment and heartbreak. You are moving away from having to do everything alone. Someone's just not into it anymore. A connection. They're reaching out with a connection to connect with them. Something that didn't happen. This is very out of your control here. Opportunity is to break the chains and release the ego that has you. If you feel victimized, if you feel like you're being picked on, if you feel like you are being attacked, those are all triggers for this ego issue that you're going through in this situation. The Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords, Six of Staves. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that takes us back to week 1, where Leo, you were kind of flourishing together, or it is the love between you two. It proves to be the game changer for both of you. Another Leo card, Lion, the strength, as early as, week 3. And with the Justice here, there's so much equality, equanimity is when I see money coming in for you. Let me just put it that way. They're giving me spiritual breakthrough. They're giving me like a huge breakthrough here. Like an implosion, like overcoming your own internal battles. And you did that in week. It's like incredible. These are new friends that you're making. So there's something there with you that you're shining so bright. You're such a bright little star.